Okay. Oops. God, I got some wild hair going on today. See what happens when I don't flatten it? Right? It's wild hair day. That's what today is, huh? I'm out of conditioner, if you know what that's like. So I don't like to blow dry my hair or flat iron if it hasn't had conditioning on it. So today we're going all natural with the girls, right? No complaints, no complaints, no complaints, right? Okay, today we are here to discuss the power of Facebook groups and how you can expand your sphere of influence, right? We're all on social media, obviously. So, how can you really, 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 really capitalize on that for zero money out of your pocket? Well, I'm here to show you some tricks of the trade, right? I've been playing with Facebook for about 10 years, and I can tell you that, working and owning a few Facebook groups is an excellent way to expand your sphere of influence. It's an excellent way to bring people together that have common interests and network together. It's a great way to nurture your audience, right? To keep them corralled and educated and, keeping them in your sphere of influence, right? Back in the old days, it used to be on a Rolodex, wasn't it? So if anybody used to use a Rolodex, please give me a Hail Mary in the comments, right? I had a Rolodex, that's for sure. And then I levitated. I remember graduating into a business card holder. And let me tell you, I still have my business card holder today. It had a nice leather bound cover on it, and it was very durable. And let me tell you, I can look at some of those. I pulled it out the other day just to kind of look at it. It was quite funny, actually. I glanced through a lot of those business cards that were probably 20, 30 years old at this point, if that was the beginning of my career. I know several of those people are dead now, hate to say, and on to different businesses, definitely, right? So there you have it. Uh, Facebook groups, however, are going to give you really an opportunity to bring people together. Now, we're all looking for ways to generate more leads or attract an audience, aren't we? And the mistake I think that a lot of agents make when it comes to Facebook groups is, they don't think big enough. You know what I mean? They don't think big enough. There's so much valuable real estate in owning a Facebook group that it doesn't have to be real estate related. I mean, it really doesn't. And each market is going to have its own unique characteristics that will allow you to be unique in your market. Okay. So let me just elaborate on that a little bit. For example, one of my students is a vegan. All right. So she wanted to attract people who, she can connect with. So it was a natural course of action for her to start a vegan group on Facebook. Okay. I know another agent that, I'm a first time home buyer. So I attract first time home buyers. That's always been my passion. So I cater to a lot of renters because I'll convert renters into, homeowners. That's my stream. And that's one of my Facebook's groups that I attract renters and potential home buyers and sellers. Okay. If you're in a more rural area, I have another student that's in a more rural area where there simply aren't any rentals in her market area, and that really isn't her forte. So obviously, she's going to look into creating some kind of other group. And it was a perfect match for her to create a services related group where she can collaborate and attract self-employed people, that offer services in the area, that can become a referral group for homeowners in the area. Everybody's always looking for a AC guy or a heater guy or a lawn maintenance guy or a plumber, right? You don't have to be Angie's List, to attract a self-employed vendor into your Facebook group and then offer that to homeowners as a source of referral, right? So lots of things you can think about. Now, if you had an opportunity to download the blueprint for Facebook's, we're going to go, I offer a Facebook group blueprint. This can get you started with creating your first Facebook group if you haven't already done so. Okay. So step number 1 is going to be to craft your name and the hook. Okay. The name of your group is very important. You're going to want to do a keyword search on this, right? Because you have to think in terms of Facebook as a huge search engine. So when people are looking to come into your area, what are they typing? What are they looking for, right? It's worth doing a good keyword search and seeing what is already out there in your market in terms of Facebook groups and what niche you can fill, right? The second step number 2, you're going to want to create some rules and guidelines for your group. So that's very, very important. You want to make sure that, your Facebook group doesn't get flooded with fake accounts, because we all know there's enough of those on Facebook, right? So you've got to have some rules and guidelines in place that allow you to pick and choose and distinguish, hopefully, something that might look like a fake account. Okay. So I've got some particular guidelines that I utilize that allow me to quickly distinguish whether or not that is someone that I'm going to allow to come into my housing groups. Okay. And I certainly allow other realtors. My housing groups are buy, sell, rent, and cover a particular area. So I certainly allow other realtors. I love them posting their listings in there. Consumers come in there looking for options and relationships, and it's become a real community resource, and that's what you want. Okay. So that was step number 2. You want to take some time to create some rules and regulations above and beyond what Facebook puts in there as far as defaults and suggestions for you. Okay. And if you need some help, let me know. All right. So the step number 3 to creating a Facebook group is to design a cover image, right? The cover image on the group is the image that flows through the news feeds, right? When Facebook starts promoting your group, right? You'll see it. You see all kinds of groups flow across your feed that are suggested for you, right? So your cover image, you want that to say exactly what that group is about, okay? Because that's the most clicked on image in your group, okay? And there's a little trick with that as well. Step number 4 is to connect your group, all right? You're going to definitely want to connect your group to your business page. All of your links and social media should be a step-by-step process, and one should link to the other. So if they're on your social media, you should have a link somewhere that connects them to your website and ultimately to your email address. That is the goal. Remember, if they are already on your email address, you want to constantly promote that they join you on your social media so that you can become personal with them. You have an opportunity to network live with them. If they're in your group, you can teach, you can, do all kinds of things when they're in one of your groups. Okay. And of course, the 5th, step number 5, when you've got all of this underway and up and running, you got to start driving traffic to your group, don't you? That's the hard part, isn't it? You gotta start driving traffic to your group, because I'm going to be honest with you, for probably about the first year, you're going to feel like it's a ghost town. You're going to feel like, how come I see all this activity in these huge realtor groups and I can't get anybody to post a single thing in mine? That's okay. Let me tell you one thing. First, you don't have 40,000 people in your group yet. That's a given, right? And it's okay. An intimate small group is wonderful, right? You don't have to worry about thousands and thousands and thousands of people. And it's okay. It feels like you're the ringleader, and you are in the beginning, but stick with it. Stick with it and don't give up, okay? I've been working my housing groups now for 4 years. And, just in the last year or so, it started pretty much going on autopilot. Okay. So there's a lot of work involved, but driving traffic to your group is easy. It's a free lead magnet for you, right? If you have a group that's created to cater to your avatar, right? This is the number one reason why you need to know what your avatar's interests are. Right? We talked about the avatar interests a couple of weeks ago. So if you need help with that, go back, find that PDF, find that video, and start from square one and drill down your avatar. Because when you go to create your group, you're going to want to know what your avatar's interests are so that you can create a group around that topic. Right? Okay? So you can drive traffic into your group. Step number 6, schedule daily posts. You must post at least once a day, or your group is going to just die on the vine, right? It's not going to get off the ground if you think that you can post in your group once a week, right? It's not going to happen. You're not going to attract anyone. You're not going to get the attention of Facebook's algorithm, because again, we're talking about completely bootstrapping this. I have 3 housing groups. One of them has close to 4,000 members. Another one has 2,500 members, and another one has close to 12 or 1,300 members. I have not put a single dime into marketing or promoting any of those except what I have done organically. Okay. Now I'm telling you, the first 500 people is going to be the hardest thing you ever have to do, right? Is to build your group up to the first 500 members. After that, algorithm kind of starts to kick in, and you'll start to be recommended in other people's news feeds that have similar interests. Okay. And then number seven is first and foremost, really deliver live weekly content. Go live in your business page, in your group. Okay. It's intimate. It's just a small group. There's no reason why you have to feel apprehensive about going live in your own group, where people are there to see you. They're there to get to know you. They are there to engage with you. Go live, right? Oops, I'm sorry if I touched my microphone, so that might have went, whoa. But that's it. Like I said, I have a first-time homebuyer group, and I go live typically once a week in there to teach first-time homebuyers what they need to look like on paper. Okay. And then I'll, share that out if I want to onto my other platforms. Okay. So there you have it in a nutshell. This is the blueprint to get you started with your own groups on Facebook. Okay. So let me know in the comments if you do have any questions about that. Okay. And you should be able to grab my Facebook blueprint PDF somewhere in the group if you need help, just kind of that little checklist for you to get started. Okay. Now, our coaching group is going to open again. If you haven't already guessed, that webinar we're doing, Think, Act, and Succeed Like a Broker. We're opening up the coaching on December 7th, 8th, and 9th. So I hope you can join us. We're going to do a deep dive into broker profitability. Okay. So let me know if you have any questions or if you need any information about that event. You should be able to go up there and get your reminder at the top of the news feed in the group, and hope you can join us there. Okay. All right. So I'm going to say goodbye. I hope you all have an excellent weekend. This is Jake and I's anniversary weekend, number 22, wedding anniversary for us. So we're going to go have a good time. All right. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.